battle for control of the Syrian city of Aleppo continues to intensify after a three-day humanitarian ceasefire ended over the weekend. Fierce fighting between the regime and rebels continues in the east of the city, with reports of airstrikes, shelling and fierce fighting on the ground. While on a visit to the Turkish-Syrian border, the French Foreign Minister Jean-Marc Ayrault pleaded for the bombing to stop.
The international community and France in particular must do everything to stop this massacre. Everything must be done to stop this massacre. The bombings have restarted after a pause of several days. The aim seems to be to make Aleppo fall. But what is the human price of this? And also to conquer other territory which is currently in the hands of opposition.
Well, for more, let's speak to Ali Mustafa, who's joining us from Gaziantep. Ali, good morning to you. So first of all, Aleppo, there seems to have been a resurgence in the fighting and the siege tightening.
Indeed, Kamali, it seems the regime is going all out in eastern Aleppo to recapture this area that has been under regime siege for months now. The humanitarian situation inside Aleppo is being described as dire, and amid all of this, the regime is closing in on the Amaria neighborhood, for example, or the Salahuddin neighborhood, for example. The rebels on their part say they are planning something big, but they've been saying this for quite some time. They were able to break the siege around Costello Road a few weeks ago, but in this latest round, their resources have been depleted. The Russians have added a lot more firepower, air power, and have been targeting civilian areas specifically where the rebels have been holed out in Aleppo. So the situation there seems like the regime is going in for the kill against the rebels, Kamali.
And Ali, what can you tell us about Operation Euphrates Shield? There are reports of some Turkish artillery strikes on a number of positions. Just bring us up to speed with what's taking place with that.
About 200 Turkish artillery strikes against YPG positions around Tel Rifat. This is an area which has been under YPG control, and as Turkish-backed forces FSA move further into Syria, we're talking about 1,200 square kilometers that has been recaptured by the FSA since the beginning of Operation Euphrates Shield in August. August 24th was when Jarablus was liberated by FSA, backed by Turkish tanks. Jarablus had been in control of Daesh, but Turkey here faces, and the FSA faces, a two-pronged challenge. One from Daesh, fighting Daesh east of the Euphrates and west of the Euphrates, where most of the fighting has been concentrated against the YPG. A target, we are being told by Turkish officials, is Al-Bab. Al-Bab is significant because, and it's further south of Tal Rifat, is significant because it was an Arab town which was taken over by the YPG, and the Arab population was displaced, was sent outside of Al-Bab by the YPG. So Turkish-backed forces, the FSA, are now moving in, pushing further south towards Al-Bab, and that is where they're facing resistance from the YPG. Kamali.
Ali, for now in Gaziantep, thank you.